What's going on, everyone? Daniel here. Welcome to my Monday Night Raw review for September 5th, 2016. Now, I'm going to recap the show. I'll go quickly as I can through segment and matches, give you my thoughts on it, and at the end, I'll kind of give you a pros and cons, and then give you my final score. It's out of a 5, and each segment or each match I will give will also be rated out of a 5. So 1 is bad, 2 is okay, 3 is good, 4 is great, and 5 is awesome. Let's get on to this week's Monday Night Raw. Of course, this Sunday is SmackDown, which is a SmackDown pay-per-view, but just to let everyone know, do not forget, obviously, Backlash is this Sunday. Be on the lookout for my predictions coming within the next few days. So in the beginning, we have Mick Foley and Stephanie McMahon talking in the ring and saying, like, no, I did not know that Triple H was going to come down last week and have Kevin Owens win the WWE Universal Championship. And then Kevin Owens comes out and he does his little thing of like, oh, I'm the champion and everything. Owens, fight Owens, fight. Kevin's amazing. I really like him. And then after that, the almighty, the Skeleton, I call him Skeleton because his hair, Seth Rollins comes out, and then he ends up doing this whole bit, and I think one of them was like, bull crap, and I'm like, God, this PG era, though. Either way, the whole opening segment, which was like 10 minutes long, all just to create a match for Night of Champions, or Clash of... I don't know why they just don't call it Night of Champions, honestly, but Clash of Champions, which will be for the WWE Universal Championship, Seth Rollins versus the WWE Universal Champion, Kevin Owens. So the whole opening segment was basically just to set up a match for Clash of Champions. Now the first official match of the night was Charlotte versus Bayley. Bayley ended up getting the win, which is really awesome. Bayley is hot and fantastic. But she messed up a few times during this match, man. I mean, literally, she Dana Brooks was on the side and everything, and this is just a bunch of mess-ups. Bayley, I think, tried to do one of those where, the ring post is right there, and then she slides in between the rope and the ring and, goes, trying to hit Charlotte or Dana Brooks on the other side. She messed up quite a few times. And I'm not saying, I'm just saying I've seen Bayley fight better. Bayley's been better the past few weeks than what her match was in this. And it was, it wasn't really that, it wasn't nothing there. I mean, Bayley was okay, and then Charlotte was okay. At the end, Bayley ended up getting the win. So the match wasn't too hyped up, or it wasn't too much. I guess they're kind of building a feud. I'm very happy that Bayley is on Raw, and she is awesome, and I really like it, and she's a hugger, and please hug me. Overall, the match, a 2 out of a 5. After that, they have a video for Connor's cure, which Connor the Crusher, of course, passed away, I believe, back in 2014. It's sad and emotional, and it was, it's hard to watch, but still, it's a great cause, of course, and they showed how much money they raised and stuff. So it's a little video just for Connor's cure, which was nice. After that, we had a backstage segment where Charlotte ends up slapping Dana Brooks pretty loud. All the way the crowd reacted and everything was pretty, it was pretty good. Charlotte slapped her really hard. I mean, that was, I didn't even expect it either, so looks like that kind of Charlotte and Dana Brooks thing. Dana Brooks needs to kind of go her own way and get away from Charlotte. After that segment, we had Bo Dallas versus Kyle Roberts, which I have no idea who Kyle Roberts is. Bo Dallas ended up winning. You better believe that. It was bad. It was a quick match. There was no hype to it, and I feel bad for Bo Dallas because, I don't know why people hate him. I mean, I don't like the way, you know what I mean? I don't like it when, I don't hate Bo Dallas. I don't really like him either, but give him a chance in a way where these people, athletes, they train and everything to get into the WWE, and then they're so misused. They're so you know what I mean? The way Bo Dallas is, it's no wonder, they're treated badly and they're hated for months and months and months, and they're not liked and no one cares for your matches, and after that they end up leaving the company and stuff. So, give him a little slack. And Kyle Roberts, I had no idea who he was, but Bo Dallas, I think, went pretty hard on him. I think he just went real quick. It was a quick match. He ended up winning. It was one of those matches where it was less than a minute and a half, and simple as that. And it was pretty. It's a crappy match out of the night, honestly. Kyle Roberts barely got. I don't even think Kyle Roberts got any hits in that well. So 1 out of 5, which is really bad. And of course, you know what that means. Delete. Delete. Delete.
After that, we had Chris Jericho versus Seth Rollins, and a match that I thought would have been awesome. It was okay. There was nothing really, nothing that great about the match or even really good. I mean, Jericho, I've seen Jericho better the past few weeks than what he was in this match. It seemed like Jericho was off a little bit. Jericho could have done way better. I don't know what was up with him. It was kind of tiring again every time he goes outside the ring and he takes a breather, and then Seth Rollins, you know, the whole chasing. But literally, Jericho was off his game in this one for sure. You know, drink it in, man. Seth Rollins as well could have been better. Seth Rollins ended up winning, and the match just for me, it didn't have no hype. I like Seth Rollins. I like Chris Jericho. I thought this match would have been amazing. I thought it would have been one of the best matches out of the night. It ended up just being okay. 2 out of 5. Next, we have Sheamus versus Cesaro, which this is like their 3rd time facing out of 7, like a 3 out of 7 right now. And Sheamus ended up winning. He's won 3 times in a row. And I just heard Cesaro won his match, which was in London. It was around there yesterday. It wasn't a live televised event, but Cesaro ended up winning. So it's 3-1 right now. So anyway, this match itself, again, I think everyone's tired of seeing this go on. Honestly, Cesaro should be used for something else. Cesaro should be fighting other people than just Sheamus. It's kind of getting tiring, or it's tiring, honestly. There was a backbreaker, like that Cesaro ended up getting injured really bad there as well, which kind of sucked how he's getting injured a lot. There was no hype. It was boring. There was no energy. The crowd wasn't into it. I wasn't into it. It's just, we're getting tired of them fighting each other. Get someone else to fight Cesaro. Have Sheamus fight someone else. For this match, 2 out of 5. Next, we have the Shining Stars versus Enzo and Big Cass. The Shining Stars ended up winning. I did not like that whatsoever. The only good thing about this whole segment and this whole big match was Enzo and Big Cass coming out and, of course, doing their regular opening, and then they had a few jokes, and Caribbean, you know, just doing a bunch of these jokes, man. It really worked out very well, but at the end, the Shining Stars ended up winning, which, I mean, that gimmick, just like the VOD villains or whatever, just horrible gimmicks. Really, really horrible gimmicks. So I was kind of sad about that, how Enzo and Big Cass ended up losing. Just thought that ending was really weak. But there were a few good things out of the match. Don't get me wrong, not good things, but there were a few okay things, okay flips, okay things. But at the end of the day, the Shining Stars won, and I'm fine if the Shining Stars. I'm fine if they leave the company. You could go. You guys could go. The gimmick's over. Stop. Puerto Rico and trying to sell. I mean, I'm pretty sure people in Puerto Rico are like, oh, these are the people who are representing us. Jeez. You know, I'm being honest. I mean, come on. Yeah, Enzo Big Cass deserved to win that match. That was a disappointment. 2 out of 5. After that, we had a segment where Sami Zayn was getting interviewed, and then Kevin Owens came up, and he was, you know, the friendship and the feud that's going on, or that went on, that they have a history. He was like, this WWE Universal Championship belt was the finish line. This segment wasn't really needed. It's just kind of teasing up for the main event where it's Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. But I would have been totally fine with just Sami Zayn having an interview, but it wasn't the worst of segments. After that segment, we have Nia Jax versus Ann Esposito, who is Alicia Fox's friend. Spoiler, Nia Jax ended up winning for like the 10th time in a week. It's getting boring. Stop. Just have Nia Jax fight Braun Strowman. Seriously, Raw. Come on, stop messing. Like, this whole brand, I don't know. I really don't know. It's just seriously pissing me off there. So, yeah. Ann Esposito actually tried. Like, she got a few hits into Nia Jax, so I have to give her that. That's why I would have gave this match a 1 out of 5 and delete. But Ann Esposito fought a little bit. Like, she finally got a few punches into Nia Jax. So for that, 2 out of 5.
Then after that, we had Gallows and Anderson come out and have this horrible segment about the old day, and then the new day came. It was really just, I don't want to even just delete. It was really bad. I mean, come on. Why is Raw given 3 hours? Can we go back to just 2 hours a night? Honestly, 3 hours is just too long to have 80 commercials and just horrible segments. Get to the matches. What's no. After that, we have Darren Young versus Jinder Mahal. What a joke. Darren Young ended up winning. Titus O'Neil was at the commentators booth, and then there was this big old fight between Darren Young and Titus O'Neil. It was pretty bad. I'm tired of this. I believe that Darren Young will be great again. I just stop. Put this feud to rest. Fight at Clash of Champions. I don't know. Just end it. End it. Please. Delete. After that so-called match, we have Braun Strowman versus Sin Cara. Guess who wins? That's right, kids. Braun Nia Strowman. Braun Strowman. He ends up winning and beating Sin. Oh, I broke my pinky. Come over here, referee Cara. Jesus, that was... Come on, this match... At least Sin Cara, he fought back a little bit. I was like, oh, I wonder if he's actually gonna hurt Braun Strowman a little bit, but he didn't. 2 out of 5, just because I'm being generous. And again, after that so-called match, we have the beautiful Sasha Banks coming out. Yes. Anyway, she's coming out. Yes. And doing this whole speech about like lingerie or like we started a revolution and stuff. And I like the women fighting in lingerie. I thought that was pretty cool actually. And I was 6 at the time when I was young. They were doing that with Trish Stratus and them. Well, how old was I? Was I 6, 7? I was around 2005. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. I was 7 years old. Anyway, so I was happy with them ever since then. I'm fine with the divas having fighting lingerie. They could still do a revolution and still be sexy at the same time. I don't see what's the problem there. Anyway, I thought she was gonna retire, and I was like, no, you can't be. That old Becky Lynch gonna retire. She's not. But anyway, Dana Brooks comes out. It's a whole another Dudley Boys stuff going on where they get interrupted. Anyway, long story short, Sasha Banks ain't retiring, and she's gonna fight Charlotte. Like, well, the whole point of doing this, so I'm gonna fight Charlotte at Clash of Champions. Then why didn't you just say that 10 minutes ago? Why are you wasting my time? Don't make me think, oh, she's gonna retire. No. Stop. Who's writing this show? Jim Morrison? On to our main event, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. There was a main event match. They fought. Kevin Owens won. I really didn't pay attention to the match because at that time I was triggered, and plus it was after the Sasha Banks stuff, so not gonna say anything else, but I was kind of paying attention, but I was diverted somewhere else. That match, I really was, again, I wasn't paying attention to it because I was busy with something else. But the thing is, I saw some parts. It was good for what it was. I honestly didn't care because I've seen them fight before. They fought before, so it's not a big deal. Kind of seems like a filler, kind of a filler match, no? Roman Reigns came out at the end, I think. So what a piss poor Raw. Raw really felt this week. If I had to choose between Raw and SmackDown, I would say none, because they both sucked. Yeah. 3 out of 5 for this match. Definitely the pros for this week would be the Connor's Cure advertisement. That was sad and emotional, and Connor the Crusher will always live on. He's fantastic. So that was a beautiful kind of, talking about Connor's Cure a little bit. That was really cool. As well as Charlotte slapping Dana Brooks, because why not? And let me see the cons for this week's show. The opening was boring. It was very slow. A lot of commercials. Very forgettable. Piss poor matches. I'm going to give this week's Monday Night Raw, September 5th, 2016, a 1.5 out of a 5. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smack that like button. You can comment down below and tell me your relevant thoughts about this week's Monday Night Raw. I'll see you for my SmackDown Live review, as well as Backlash this Sunday, because I don't know, Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt. Oh, it's gonna be something, man. Wait for my predictions. I will tell you what I think about it. But sadly, this Monday Night Raw was just a stinker. I mean, stinkier than a baby having a diarrhea. I mean, seriously, Jesus, it did smell. This one smelled bad. I mean, the only thing, I guess Sasha Banks was, yes. Dana Brooks getting slapped, yes. I don't know. Goldblum has better movies than this. Jeff Goldblum makes better movies and better segments than this crap that happened. This Monday Night Raw is the reason why I left Monday Night, watching WWE many years ago. So, please, I just came back to Raw and wrestling. I don't want to leave again. Come on. Stephanie, Mick, I love you. But try harder. Till next time, bye-bye.